Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing good like you.
Good.
How was your day?
Pretty good. It's just barely starting. I woke up a little bit late, so
Okay.
just got showered up and dressed and all that.
I love
I'm
your
having
hair.
a snuggling.
Yeah, we are dog.
Yeah.
Firstly, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation and allowing me to talk with you.
Yes, thanks for inviting me.
I have gone through your profile. You're a writer and you're a mental health advocate. So, can you introduce yourself to my audience for watching this video?
Yes. My name is Adrienne. You can find me on Instagram under Row Poetry, ROWE Poetry. Um, I'm 27 years old. I live in the United States and I write poetry amongst other things. And I love to advocate for mental health. I love it.
So, tell me about mental health advocate.
Mental health and what? Oh, the
Mental
advocate.
health advocate, yeah.
So essentially, all that means to me, I think it's personal for each individual, but for me, it's I just strongly like to encourage people. So that's my main purpose for advocating for mental health. I want to encourage people and make sure that they feel like they're not alone and that I can help them, either provide tools or resources for them
Wow.
and or like ending stigma, you know. There's a lot
Okay.
of people who are healthy and they don't have any mental health issues, but I'm sure they know someone that does. And there's a lot of stigma around it, and people are scared to either seek help. And I think that's very dangerous to not seek help, depending, especially in which type of mental illness you're struggling with. And so ending that stigma and normal people think or feel the way that you do, and that if they're more knowledgeable, then everyone can live together more peacefully.
What is word and knowledge?
Sorry,
What is word and knowledge that you are
Warden.
saying? Yeah.
So the good word that I like to share is my silver lining writing. So I like to often write about things that I struggle with or even things that I see other people struggling with. And I don't just talk about the negative sides. I like to spin it to empower myself or empower other people. And so it might look like I'll start talking about depression or anxiety or something, or even heartbreak, but then I ended on a positive note. We're powerful and we're in control, and it's gonna be okay. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And the knowledge is just the random information that I share. It's usually on my stories. It's not always on my main profile, but the knowledge is usually in my stories. You can catch just random tips that I steal from Instagram psychologists or therapists or other mental health advocate pages. And I just share it to my story to hopefully, you know, teach someone something that they might not have known.
Okay. So when you came to know that people will be having the problems that you have, or people will be facing the same things that you are facing, when you came to know that, and when you thought to become a mental health advocate.
Ooh, I recently came to that conclusion actually. I was starting on a journey of meditation because I was trying to, help myself through my own issues. And I was like, well, I got to learn how to meditate and I should probably start doing that. And that's kind of when it came to me. I was like, you know what? There's a reason why I've gone through everything I've gone through. And it's not because, like, oh, poor me. Oh my gosh, I've been through all these horrible things. No, I think it's perfect that everything I've been able to grow from, become so much stronger from it. And I was like, I've been able to turn my pain into power. It's like there's so many other people like me who are stuck in the phase that I used to be stuck in that don't know that they have their own power.
Okay. So what kind of problems that you listen from the people most of the time?
Most of the time, it's anxiety, depression, feeling alone. A lot of people that feel lonely because they don't feel understood, because there's so much stigma. People don't understand mental health, and so they either dismiss them or they feel like their family or that's kind of why one of my biggest reasons for my poetry page is to make people feel less alone.
Okay, let's talk about your poetry. What made you to write poems, and why you're writing poems, and what is the intention behind your expressions?
Great question. So one of the reasons why I write is because it's for self-reflection. I'm take my own pain or stuff or anger or even happiness, and I put it onto paper, and I'm able to better make sense of it.
Okay.
Almost like journaling, because you're able to like out there, and then as you're writing, you almost solve your own problem. And
Yeah.
I think that's very important. I started writing when I was, I don't know, maybe like 10, because my aunt, she used to write poetry, and I loved her. I looked up to her a lot. I wanted to be like her. And so I started writing poetry too, and I found I really loved it. And I took a break for quite a while. I got married, and I forgot that I used to write poetry. And then I got divorced, and I was like, what do I do for fun? I don't even remember what I used to do. Oh, yeah, I used to write poetry. And so I made an Instagram account almost 3 years ago, and I used an alias, so I had a fake name. I didn't want anyone to know who I was. I put no pictures up.
Okay.
um, and then I started, using my real name recently.
Okay. So why you are expressing?
Why am I expressing?
Yeah.
I feel like the biggest reason for me to express is one, because you have to get that pain out. There's a lot of suppression in our society around the world. Everyone thinks that if you're experiencing something negative, that you need to just bottle it up, put it away, wipe your tears, don't cry too much, don't tell nobody it's a burden. And I don't think that's healthy at all. It's better if you repress it, it does have to express itself, and it manifests in other ways. So either you're going to be angry, or maybe you don't need to be any of those things. You know, share how you really feel. And maybe for you, it's not via writing or poetry, but you have to acknowledge your pain and your hurt somehow and get it out of you. Otherwise it'll be with you forever. So that's one of the reasons why I choose to share it.
You don't look like depressed, or you don't look like a person who feels sad or any kind of emotion, because your face is not matching, with all the negative emotions. Yeah, I'm observing from 9 minutes, like, you telling about depression, and that is, I can't match you with that emotions, because you're more into positive. Your face, very few people have. The positivity in their face, when they see their eyes, or when they see their face, there'll be some positive thing. They don't need to talk, just they see, the appearance is enough. So you talking about the negative, that is thinkable.
Well, thank you. I feel like a lot of people themselves in the same situation where when they do share what they've gone through, a lot of the people around them say the same thing. You don't look depressed. You look so happy. And I think it's because we really are, or we really want to be. So we're either faking it till we make it, or we can feel both. Something I in a guided meditation that I was doing with someone else was that you can act and feel emotions at the same time. and they can be on either spectrum, and it's totally normal. And so for me, like I don't feel like I'm sad today at all, but I do have those moments. Like yesterday and the day before, I was kind of sad, but
Okay.
I feel like I'm so my right alone helps me find that. There's always something positive in life, and I practice gratitude like it's oxygen. So I'm always expressing what I'm grateful for. Like I have my dog in my right now, and I'm in my sweatpants on my couch, and I'm networking, and I'm meeting some cool new people. My plants are thriving, and my fish are living their best life. So I have, like even though like sometimes my body might feel sad, I feel like my mind and my heart always know better.
What do you do other than giving advices and uh, other than writing poems?
Other than writing and giving advice, I do read a lot. And I like to share memes sometimes, especially on my Facebook page. I share a lot of memes because I think laughter is good medicine, and a lot of
Yeah.
people need it sometimes. So I like to keep it funny. Like I was watching stand-up comedy last night, just over and over, because it makes you laugh and it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is the best compliment that you got for your poem?
One of the best compliments I got for any of my poems. I feel like the best compliments I get on my poems are the ones where they direct message me privately and they thank me because they were struggling with something, whether it was depression, even suicidal thoughts, and somehow my writing pulled them out of that dark place, or
Wow.
gave them hope, or gave them power, encouragement, strength, and that's the best for me. That's the reason why I share my writing, to help people.
How do you feel when you get that kind of compliments for your expressions?
I don't feel worthy, and I'm often confused. I'm like, me? Are you sure? My writing, my poem. Okay. And I'm always grateful, and I'm glad that, they felt comfortable enough to express that kind of vulnerability with me because even if my poetry helped them or my writing or my post or whatever it was, that made them feel better, um, they did not have to inbox me to tell me that it changed their life or that it made their day. And I think that expression alone that make sure that I knew that how much it impacted them means a lot to me because I impacted them and now they want to make sure that I know about it. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Are you a singer?
I am.
Can you sing a song?
I'm what?
Are you a singer?
Yes, I am.
Can you sing a song?
Can I sing a song?
Yeah.
I'm sure I could, but not well. I don't have a good singing voice. I sing in the car and in the shower.
Because your voice is too good.
Thank you. I used to not like it, but
What?
I said I used to not like my voice, but I started doing enough videos, sharing, videos on Snapchat and going live on Instagram to where it's kind of normal now. I'm used to it.
So, what do you do other than all these things in your life?
I'm a single mom, so I have a 5-year-old boy, and he's going to be starting school soon, here in just like a week or two. I'm super nervous, not excited. And I've got my dog, so I'm a dog mom too. She's 8 years old, and I take care of times, meditation. I like to read, and I like to be outside a lot, so I like to submerge myself in nature. Not the biggest fan of open water. It's kind of scary, especially here where I live, because we don't have an ocean nearby. We just have lakes and rivers, and I feel like they're kind of gross. They just have bird and fish poo in them, and it's just stagnant water. It's gross. But I do like the mountains, and I like to go to parks and sit under the trees and walk barefoot in the grass and enjoy the little things. I don't need a whole lot to be impressed. I like the little things.
Okay, so what is happiness to you?
Ooh. Happiness is being content in the present moment. So I don't even want to say submitting yourself to your circumstances, but understanding that everything that is happening right now is only a moment in time, and that another moment is coming any second now. Like the next second is a new moment, and the previous 3 minutes don't even matter. So
Okay.
learning to understand that things happen no matter what, good and bad, and that life is duality. And so we have to have good and bad. We have to experience good and bad things. And accepting that, I think, is the biggest thing. So when you go through struggles, to just take a breath, think about what you can control, and if you can control it, get to work. If you can't control it, let it go. So letting things go if they need to be let go, and putting forth effort and action when you need to, and just understanding that everything is the way it needs to be is happiness to me.
What is love?
Ooh, what is love? Love is an action. I feel like love is not a feeling. We have emotions, and emotions are fleeting, and they often change. They come and they go. They're triggered by circumstances. But love is an action. So you choose, even when she makes me mad, I still feed her and I don't kick her out. She's been with me since she was a baby. So I've had her for almost a decade. Um, for my son, my love is unconditional. And so I also think it depends. Like love varies. Like you have love, you have romantic love, you have friend love, platonic love, you have animal. And that in the end, it's not a feeling. What you do proves to yourself that you love them. It's
Have you
difficult.
have you seen my any of my video?
I skimmed over it, yes.
What you thought?
I kind of really dig what you're doing. I like that you're so diverse and you talk to so many different people, um, and that you're very consistent. And it seems like you're on a mission as well to change the world, probably. And I like that.
This is the sixth video of my today.
What was that?
This is the sixth video I'm doing
This is the 6th video you're doing today?
of this day. Yeah.
Wow. My day's very begun. I like you're a hard worker.
Do you have anything that you do in a day for multiple times?
Something that I do during a difficult time?
No, no. What you'll do something more times in a day?
Oh, the thing that I do the most in the
Yeah, yeah.
day? I snack. So I do eat a lot. I always have snacks nearby. Like I've got apricots over there, dried apricots, just on the table in case I wanted to snack during the video. And then I do check my phone a lot, but I'm mostly just posting, or I'm researching, or I'm looking for facts or more information to build either to learn how to network more efficiently, or to learn more about mental health myself, so that I can be a better.
Nice. Do you have anything to say to my audience who watches this video on YouTube?
I would say if you're watching right now, the universe, God, whatever type of superior, higher power that you believe in, definitely brought you here for a reason. And hopefully you're able to learn something or take something away from this. Or maybe you're more interested in learning about something now. And hopefully it helps you or helps someone else. And if it doesn't, if you're like, you know what, I'm and I know, share it with your friends and with your family, because maybe there's someone you know that really needs to learn from this today.
Your smile is too good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I like your hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yes.
Thank you so much again for participating and coming to my show and giving answers to the questions at the same time, telling about you and what you do in your life.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate
Have a great day.
you as well. Thank you.
Bye.